Hello and welcome to this episode of India Inc. 2.0. I'm Nayanthara Rai. Today I'm coming to you from Colorbar. Colorbar has been founded by Samir Modi, the son of KK Modi. Incidentally, he's behind me testing out all the various cosmetic products right here. I'm going to go interrupt him and start the interview. Thanks Samir for joining us here on ET Now. You come from the KK Modi family, one of the largest industrial families in the country. Not cigarettes, but makeup. How did that happen?
Well, 12 years ago, I was looking for a new business, and a business that was exciting, challenging, and something that would be impossible to achieve.
Okay.
And one of the industries that came across was cosmetics. High amount of cannibalization, congested space, only run by multinationals, plethora of product innovation. I said, if you're going to dabble in something, you might as well dabble in something where you're going to fail.
So did you fail initially?
Initially was tough because initially I was following the FMCG model like Lakme, Revlon, Maybelline, and we started expanding into large amounts of outlets. In 4 years, we covered 2,800 outlets, and I found that this was not working. So we had Indian product, we had packaging, we were younger in approach, younger in our look and feel, and
so were you like a shop in shop at that time, or?
We were completely shop in shop.
Okay.
But then I decided, this is not a product I'm going to recommend to anybody. It'll make good business, it'll make good money, but neither my wife, neither my daughters, neither my friends are going to use it. So I said, let's shift gears, let's start shutting down stores. So we started shutting down stores and we brought it down to 400. And we said, we're going to get full service. So all our stores were going to be manned by beauty advisors, and we will not make Indian product. Okay. We'll go to the best manufacturers in the world. The only criteria to buy from them, they got to be made for a MAC, a Bobbi Brown, a Chanel, a Tom Ford, a Huda, a Charlotte Tilbury. As long as they make for them, I'm going to buy.
But then if they make for MAC and they make for all those brands and Chanel, etc., then why is it that Colorbar is so much better priced or more competitive in pricing?
That's on my philosophy. I'm Indian, I want to give opportunity to Indians, I believe in women looking beautiful. I don't think everybody can afford a MAC or a Bobbi Brown, at least in the Indian context. And my margins are far less than them, but I'm hoping that in the near future, Colorbar will become bigger than the top brands of the world.
So talk to all the ladies that are watching you right now, all the users of your cosmetics. Would you say that Colorbar, just simply going by the pricing, is as good as, let's say, a MAC or a Bobbi Brown or a Chanel, or there is a difference in the quality?
There's no difference in quality. You can walk into a Colorbar store, pick up our eye pencil, go to MAC, pick out the same eye pencil of theirs and it'll be same. Go to Bobbi Brown, the lip liner, same. You go to an Urban Decay, our eyeliner is the same. So we truly believe in giving the best product to the world.
I'm going to ask you something, and please don't take it in a bad way or consider me to be rude. I said you're from one of the largest industrial families. You're from a Marwadi family, Modi family. You said you're willing to make less money, have less margins than multinational companies. Isn't that against the ethos of the culture of the kind of business families you come from? It
is, but I'm
or you're going to play a volume game and you're going to try to be smarter?
I'm a rebel. I'm known as a rebel. I'm known as a challenger. I'm known as the black sheep. I'm known as not following the...
I thought your brother was the black sheep.
He's the black sheep in the wrong manner, okay? He goes under everything and you don't want to get involved. I'm a black sheep in terms of different thinking. For me, making a brand, making a name, creating brand value, making a difference, creating inner beauty is far more important than just making money. My father makes fun of it, takes care of lifestyle.
And you never wanted to join his business? You were never interested in Godric Phillips?
I started my training in tobacco. I spent close to 8 years in tobacco, then did cleaning products. But then my father said he runs tobacco, so there's no way I'm going to get any chance to have my own say. And so I started Modi Care, which is today the largest, fastest growing company in the world. I started Colorbar after that. started 24/7. So really, all the brands that we started, either they're in a new space or they're in a space where multinational is good, desi is bad.
So that was what you were looking at, right? So tell me now that Colorbar in this avatar has been around for a few years. Where are you in the pecking order in terms of market share?
We are number 3. There's Lakme, Maybelline and then us. But we have the smallest footprint. Okay. We are 80 odd stores and 1100 shop-in-shops. Lakme is 70,000, Maybelline is about 35,000. So in per square foot sales, we are very, very good. In terms of image, we are as good as your Mac extension of the world. In terms of pricing, we are very competitive. In terms of ambition, we are up there.
So what is your vision? Where is Colorbar going to be 5 years from now?
Hopefully buy one of the top brands of the world.
So you have plans for overseas as well?
No, we're going to start going overseas this year. We're coming to a new change in Colorbar. There's a new look, new feel, new packaging. That is one reason I have the confidence. And the Colorbar team, I mean the makeup artists, the back-end team, I think they're one of the best in the world. So that gives me the confidence that we can beat the likes of all these players who are the big daddies.
But they also have serious money backing them.
Money doesn't make the world go round. People will come if you build. Okay. It's all about the thinking. It's all about your thought process. And you were mentioning to me earlier, you girls are using lipsticks from Colorbar. And if I looked at 2 years ago, you'd probably have a Mac in your bag, right? So change, quality, options, those are the reasons why Colorbar will be successful.
You said you have plans for overseas. Can you tell me which are the markets, the countries you're looking
We are
at?
right now small presence in the Middle East. We are getting into the Middle East, the whole of EU. We're looking to open London in the next 1 year, Singapore, Thailand, and Hong Kong.
So everywhere but North America and South America.
A bit far to start with, but I'm hoping that in the next couple of years, in order to meet our global ambition, we can't exclude South America and North America.
And are you profitable?
Recently, we are, I think, one of the most profitable cosmetic brands domestically, and year on year we are getting more and more profitable.
So how will you fund this expansion?
Internally, we have enough internal accruals and beg, borrow, steal.
No IPO? Beg, borrow, steal is a very bad thing to say right now.
Well, in its own way, money is available. I don't have a problem with money. I can expand slowly, but I don't believe in borrowing.
Okay.
It's not something that it's a
From a bank or from family?
From anywhere. The family doesn't believe in borrowing. We don't, and I don't own shares. I don't borrow. So make your own journey. If I borrow from the family, I am their slave. I don't like to be anybody's slave. So we'll use Colorbar's funds.
Okay, and on that note, Samir Modi, we're going to take a short commercial break. Stay tuned. You're watching India Inc. 2.2. We're coming to you from a Colorbar store. On the other side, we'll get you a sneak peek into the new collection. Welcome back. You're watching India Inc. 2.2. I'm Nayanthara Rai. Today, I'm coming to you from a Colorbar store in New Delhi. There are now 80 such stores across the country, and the founder, Samir Modi, is in conversation with me. Samir, I believe there's going to be a new collection which all of you are very excited about. Give us a sneak peek.
So the new collection is truly based on fun. It's based on non-makeup.
Non-makeup?
It's not floozy, it's not cute, it's not something that is feminine. It's that everyone can relate to.
Okay.
So it's a circus collection.
Circus collection, okay.
It's a large collection.
So like we wear like red, big red cheeks.
The imagery is all red cheeks, this, that. I mean, I love it. I mean, it will be for youngsters, it will be for teenagers, it will be for adults. Anybody who wants to feel young, come try the circus collection.
But do you think there'll be takers for it in the Indian? I mean, of course you think there'll be takers for it, otherwise you wouldn't launch it. But it's a big step to be so innovative or out there, crazy Lady Gaga types.
I mean, we don't mind being bold. Bold is one of the flavors that we believe in. And if you walk into any of the Colorbar stores and you see any of our makeup artists, they're bold. They're bold in their persona, they're bold in their makeup. So from that point of view, it works.
You're also bold. You're wearing nail paint and each one has a different color.
Well, this is our new circus collection.
Okay.
And I believe in trying every product.
You try every product?
Every single product. Lipstick around my hand, not in my lip, but besides that, I try every single product. And I'm known as Mr. Mom at home. And one of the things is that I spend more time on cosmetics than any other product category in the world. I spend an average of 3 hours a day researching, either on the net or in stores or in my travels. So I'm extremely, extremely passionate about it.
Okay.
And,
so besides trying it on yourself, does anybody else that you trust who will try it out for you and give you feedback?
family, my 2 girls, my wife, employees, friends. So the product needs to just come out well used before we launch it. And on the other hand, the manufacturers are making it for the luxury brands, so they've already tested it.
Yeah.
So they've done the groundwork for me.
They've done the dirty work for you.
That's right.
When you say that the same bunch of people manufacture for Bobbi Brown and MAC and Chanel, etc., there's no copywriting, there's no infringement.
The formulations are owned and developed by the manufacturers. In the early days, it used to be by the brands, but that changed.
Asset light.
Asset light. And in some cases, you can't do the same color. You can do 98% close to the color. You can't do the same packaging, of course. But the formulations are same. We don't say all our colors are the same because a lot of our colors are focused for the Indian skin tone. So we will, for example, pick up a Technocold formulation of MAC, but we'll do different colors to MAC. Eyeliner, only 3 colors predominantly work: black, blue, brown. So we'll bring those as shades. Nail polishes, we have probably the largest collection today, and 200 plus shades. So there is no other competition there. And in fact, most cosmetic company boardrooms, you'll find Colorbar.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, we are debated on a weekly basis.
So if you are number 3, you already told me this, in the country, who's 1 and 2?
Lakme and Maybelline.
Oh, so they have a first mover advantage in distribution as well.
Distribution, we don't want to do the distribution at all. So they are 35, 50, 60,000 stores. So on a store basis, the volume is large. If I had that many stores as well, I would be probably bigger than them.
You know, you have 80 stores now, Samir Modi. We've already established that. I would imagine these are perhaps in the bigger cities. Like, for example, in NCR, you have so many of them. You don't have any visions or maybe penetrating the market, going really into the small towns. I cannot believe that, you know, girls in small towns and almost villages don't want to have nail polish or lipsticks.
And we won't get into the villages, but we
obviously not. Okay, the smaller towns, the really small towns.
Well, in between our shops, which are about 1178, we predominantly cover a large part of India. We cover all the malls, we cover all the department stores, and we cover most of the top mom and pop stores in the country. So we are fairly nicely spread.
Okay.
And I think that we are in a good space. We are in a good space.
So if you've only got what Lakme and Maybelline over you, that means you're already beating MAC, which is what the rich girls like to use or what they talk about.
Yeah, I mean, we in company-owned stores, we are the largest among all brands in India. In terms of being bigger or smaller to a MAC or Bobbi Brown or Still Group company, in India, we are bigger than them for sure.
You said you're also a lot about boldness. That's a good way to also differentiate the brand because a lot of makeup guys want to go in for sleek or gracefulness, right?
It's changing. It's changing. I mean, MAC's a bit about both. It's about boldness, it's about catering to everybody. Bobbi Brown is far more sophisticated. We want to be young, quirky in some ways, innovative, because we bring a lot of innovative products to our portfolio. And we have more hunger from the point of view the team is hungry to achieve.
So are you then your best brand ambassador since you try everything? I can see your hand right now.
No, I'm not. I think I'm a big consultant to women who want to know what to wear and why. But the biggest brand ambassadors for Colorbar is the Colorbar team.
The Colorbar team.
Yeah.
But do you ever go to like a party or a dinner and then get hounded by all the ladies on the trends and things like that?
A lot. So, except for my wife and children, don't ask me any questions, except give me adverse advice. The critics, it's a good industry to be in. It's a good industry.
You said you were a rebel, and your initial journey, you had to then start shutting down the stores, etc. Talk to me a bit about that, because there's someone watching from outside. You just see one success story and things only looking rosy and going up. But what was your antidote for success? What was your mantra for success?
It was one thing I believe in is copying. I mean, copy, 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 copy. I'm not saying take a Mac and put Colorbar on it, but I'm saying go where they make, do what they do, and hopefully do it better. So that's been just one mantra has been that. Second has been the risk of opening our own store. So when I first opened our store in Select City, people say you're mad. It won't work. Where is a prestige brand going to open a store and who's going to come? So I think slowly the team truly believed that if we do things differently, we will make a mark. Initially, Colorbar wasn't known. Now everyone I meet say, oh, I saw Colorbar. Oh, I'm using Colorbar. So users have increased, spread has increased, exposure has increased, and I think quality and innovation have truly come about. And when people say, you're similar to Mac, I say, yeah. Your product is similar to Bobby Ron. I say, yeah, it's the same. I'm not ashamed to say they did a good job, they sourced right, and I capitalized on the sourcing.
I'm going to ask you this question because I interviewed her for the same series, India Inc. 2.0, Ms. Falguni Nair, who was the country's largest investment banker, one of them, with her daughter who started Nykaa. Do you think you had an early idea that now others are imitating or getting into?
I think that we have the right idea. It's not an early idea or a wrong idea or a bad idea. I think the idea we have or the approach we have in inner beauty, in making the woman feel confident. We believe in the concept of palette, that you can do your own palette once you leave the makeup mirror. And I think that is working for us.
Before I take a short commercial break, you say you also try out your cosmetics. You're crazy about cosmetics. Nothing for men. Men are now getting more and more obsessed with their own care. Nothing for them?
In fact, we are on the cusp of launching our own men's line.
Okay.
So it's called Reborn Every Morning. And I'm hoping that by Diwali, all our stores will carry a decently sized skincare line for men.
Okay.
And that's the start. And I agree.
So what is it, like a shaving cream or?
It's a toner, cleanser, beard maintainer, shaving cream, skin night cream, day cream, anti-aging. We've got a thing that reduces the girth of your stomach in the shower. So I mean, there is a...
Reduces the girth of the shower? Okay, let's find out that's also going to be for the women, or is it only a men's only product after this short commercial break? Welcome back. You're watching India Inc. 2.0. I'm Nayan Rai. Today coming to you from a Colorbar store in New Delhi. My guest is the founder of Colorbar, Samir Modi, who before this commercial break was telling me he's going to launch a product for men that's going to reduce their girth. What does that even mean, and why isn't it for women also?
Well, we're starting with men because men have a tendency in India to have a decent belly. And women can use it because it is unisex. You use it in the shower and after wetting your body, and it energizes the enzymes in your stomach area to burn fat, and therefore over time...
So is it Ayurvedic?
No, it's not Ayurvedic. So it's actually made in Italy. All our skincare is made in Italy. All our cosmetics are made in Italy, Germany, France and the US and Korea now and Japan. So it's just one of the innovative technologies.
You tried it? Did it work?
I'm trying it. You can see my girth is slowly and steadily disappearing.
Would you say it's because of that?
I said because of everything. I mean, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Okay.
And also, I think being in the makeup industry is really not kosher to be the size I used to be.
So are you very conscious of that? Like, have you had to work on it?
A little bit here. A little bit here.
Would that have been the toughest part of the Colorbar journey?
No, I mean the toughest part has been dealing with my father and my mother.
Really?
So being in the family business and doing a makeup brand initially was very tough.
Did you have their blessings or did you have to?
Yeah, I finally got their blessing. But initially, my father came and said, "You can't do makeup," and I'd already produced 16,000 pieces. So that was the challenge, but it's okay. Time is the proof in the pudding.
Samir Modi, you now have founded Colorbar and it's clearly on the cusp of even bigger success. You have the 24/7 convenience stores as well. But are you also conscious of the fact that one day maybe you have to take over Godfrey Phillips?
I'm not fussed about it, or I'm not hoping it'll happen, not happen, because there are 3 of us in the family. I'm only focused on.
But I would imagine that Lalit Modi may not be able to come back for some time and take over Godfrey Phillips. I don't know if your sister has ever been involved in the business.
But I think you don't need to be in India or Delhi. Businesses are run now, no matter what country you are in. So that is not my driving force. My driving force is the 3 businesses, Modi Care, 24/7 and Colorbar. How do we become global entities on their own? And hopefully we'll be bigger than Godfrey Phillips.
The reason I'm also asking is because we are a business news channel. Godfrey Phillips has been a multi-bagger. I'll tell you, I've been trying to get an interview with Mr. KK Modi for a long time on the multi-bagger story. So you're not conscious of the fact that you may have to inherit it at all?
No, I'm involved in it on a corporate basis. I'm involved in a strategy basis. I'm involved in the board. I'm involved in the vaping side of the business, which I was driving. So I'm not worried about that. My main concern today is that this year the businesses in which Colorbar, 24/7 and Modi Care are is on its own going to be 2,000 plus crores.
Oh, okay.
So that is a decent sized business.
How is 24/7 doing? There must have been a fillip that would have come with the government regulation when they said it's okay for them that shops can be open 24 hours a day, but a lot of the state governments haven't taken that up.
Well, it's still not a reality.
Yeah.
Government has said it, it's not a reality. You still have the rules, regulation and the red tapeism. But we are very, very gung-ho. We are right now 70 stores. We'll be 100 by June, 170 by March. And we're opening 1 new store every 1.5 days.
1 new store every 1.5 days. That must be, that's a massive expansion plan.
It is.
So are you giving franchise rights or what?
No, this is all run by the company. Owned, managed and run by the company because we want to give the right experience. We don't want any dilution in the experience to the customer. Since we are a 24-hour business, it requires a different skill set.
Yeah.
And we believe in perfection. We believe in perfection. For example, this is one of our pouches. I took the inspiration from Prada. Okay. And it took us actually 2.5 years to find the material, the supplier and produce it.
Reverse engineering.
Reverse engineering, absolutely. And today I think we're quite close. I think Prada is at $300 odd for this size, when we are 300 odd rupees for this size.
Wow. Huh.
So imagine their markups, but again, it's our promise of giving the right quality product.
And this is also Italian?
No, this is out of China.
This is out of China.
Out of China.
We're perfected anyway of
That's
getting
right.
everything
That's
of Prada
right.
and Louis
That's
Vuitton
right.
and Fendi right?
That's right.
They took 2 years?
2 years because we couldn't get the right Tetron. It's not that we went to the Prada manufacturer. We just couldn't get the right Tetron, then the zip, then the tagging. It's just 8 components. I think we did a good job. With it.
Talk to me about Modi Care. You said it's the fastest growing company now.
I started the company 20 years ago. I took it over 2 years ago. I gave it up 14 years ago. And I took it over at 60 crores. This year we closed at 640 crores.
Wow.
Next year we're looking at, 2018-19, we're looking at to close at 1,400 crores. We are getting 70,000 new consultants joining every month. Okay. And we're providing independence to large amounts of people. We've got now 50,000 people who are earning over 1 lakh rupees a month. My top consultant earns 12 crore rupees a year. Okay. So that business is again booming because it's all about azadi. It's all about financial azadi, it's all about azadi of the mind. And one of the concepts that we are building in our companies is Miraki. That Greek word is do whatever you do, bring love and innovation and creativity in the things you do. And the whole concept of Soch. Soch badlo, khud ko badlo, dunya badlo. And that's working for us. And
you sound like a politician.
And the Modi Care event is all about, that. Talking about really things differently. We are just launching our circus collection. So if you look at it is bold, it has colorful graphic, and for those people who want to have fun, there is the nose. So it's a bit of everything. It's a bit of everything that comes in, and it's our endeavor to really
create a circus.
Really create a circus.
With that, Samir Modi, I'm going to thank you very much for inviting us here and for this very candid interview.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Greatly appreciate it.